All right, Mike. So I had a player on the team tell me you're a sneaker guy. So the other day, I realized you were wearing KD 12s.
Yeah.
So are you a sneakerhead by any chance? Because I think that's very, for baseball, it's a little different. There's a few guys out there.
It sucks, yeah, because I know guys are sneakerheads, but I like to say I'm a shoe connoisseur or whatever, not technically a sneakerhead, but I have different ones for being in the dugout, shagging BP, stretching, I'm a weirdo like that. I like to keep them clean and all that stuff, but yeah, I probably have 12 pair back there right now just for different occasions. I'm a big sneakerhead. I'm Nike Jordan mostly, but I only started getting into them about 3 years ago when I actually signed with Nike on my apparel sponsors and all that stuff, and I just went to town, game over. I got quite a few. We're actually building a new house, and I needed room for about 300 pairs of shoes, so I'm a little bit of a sneakerhead, yes sir.
All right, so what is your favorite, do you have a favorite retro, like a number or anything?
Jordan-wise, I didn't like the ones at first, but me and my buddy Sean Newcomb with the Braves were big sneakerheads, and he kind of drawn me to the ones a little bit. 1-3s and 4s and 11s, just kind of, like a lot of people. But other than Jordan, my favorite shoe is the LeBron 15. Just the model, just the way it looked. I mean, everything about it's super clean, and I actually just got the Griffey 15, the last colorway. I pretty much completed the set.
There you go.
Instead, I don't have his PEs or anything like that, but I got quite a few. Like I said, KDs are very comfy in my rotation for out here and all that stuff, and yeah, I'm just weird. I'll get the team colors, royal blue, big royal blue fan now since those are our colors. Got the Kobe's too, RIP. But yeah, I just know what it is. I got big into them, like I said, 3-4 years ago, and I just took off from there. So it's people out, just hopefully I get a little more recognition. I wear them for a lot of people out here and try to get pics, for LeBron and Jordan and all that, but no, I'm just messing. But it's fun. It's just something I'm into, and actually this whole team's got some shoe heat. All the coaches even, man, like once you see them out here during the game, it's like they're saying they're trying to keep up with me, but I'm trying to keep up with them, so it's all fun here.
All right, so a gaming question. So how is it to be on MLB The Show? Because I want to know, man, do you play video games?
I used to before I had kids,
Okay.
which was 3 years ago. But other than that, yeah, it's just like people calling you up, say, "Yeah, I'm using you on the show," or "Hey, I just hit a 3-run home run off you on the show," some stupid stuff like that. But yeah, once I actually did the video game stuff, you got dressed up and put the makeup on for it and all that stuff, and it's real and it's cool, and it kind of just because when you're out here playing, it doesn't really hit you still. Still doesn't hit me that you're in the big leagues playing a damn kids game, man, and. So it kind of hits you a little bit like when you're on the show, hey, that's my exact windup, or hey, that's that's my exact motion on my pitch or whatever happens like that. So it's cool because you've been playing video games ever since a kid. That's literally your dream. Like, hey, your mom asks you think you're going to be on one of them one day. And like, yeah, just making conversation, and here you are 20 some years later and playing yourself on the show. It's pretty cool. So it just makes you want to work that much harder, and it makes you realize kids look up to you and stuff like that, or they message you say, "Hey man, I just threw a complete game with you on the show." It's just like, I never realized I'd be getting them DMs in my life, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty humbling too.
All right, last question. So growing up, or who were some pitchers that you idolized? Were there any pitchers or players that you idolized growing up?
Not necessarily pitchers, because everybody played both ways. I was like a McGuire, Scott Rowland, Jim Edmonds. I got to meet Griffey, big Griffey fan when I was growing up. I was a Cardinal fan growing up, so like Matt Carpenter, Israel Housing, all those kind of guys growing up. But Verlander was, once I started kind of getting older, was a guy I really started liking, because like I said, they never really told me how to start pitching. So I was like 16, 17, you're like, hey, you got to stay pitching. So who I focused on was Verlander at the time. But yeah, those guys growing up, I was a Cardinal fan, so McGuire, Renteria, Edgar Renteria, Molina, just seeing Molina to this day is pretty cool too. So it's but Carpenter was probably one of the guys that I started looking at who I wanted to be a pitcher like, and went from there. So.
All right, appreciate you, buddy.